Hello, hello. I'm Katie Scoggins, and this is a Daily Pause podcast, a weekly podcast where I guide you through short and simple practices of meditation, breathing, and journaling, made easy so you can use these same tools in your own daily life to find more calm wherever you are. So, settle in, get comfortable, and let's get started. Every Sunday, we have what we call our Sunday Circle in my online community for a daily pause. There we have the podcast, but we also meet up weekly on Sundays to chat, meditate, do some breath work, and we often end with journaling prompts, just like we do in the podcast. Over these past couple weeks, our themes, our prompts had to do with the questions: what are you most afraid of? What are you most afraid of never having, never becoming, never being, and never receiving? On top of that, I think the week prior we did a desire audit, getting really clear about what we want and asking ourselves, is that what we want? Is that what society wants? Is that what we were conditioned to want, what we're expected to want? Or is it our truest, authentic desires? And in the end, we use the ideas, the conversation, the sentences, the words that come from this conversation. We use it to pinpoint what your dream is, what your vision is, what your goal is. What are you creating in your life? What's that core thing that you want? And so today I wanted to do a recreation of what we worked on today in the Sunday Circle. We did a guided visualization followed by a series of journaling prompts as it relates to your inner critic, meeting your inner critic, getting to know your inner critic, understanding that part of you that does not believe your dreams, your goals, your desires are possible. The part of you that is skeptical, that is mean to you, that is scared, that is doubtful, that scoffs at you and thinks whatever you're thinking is not possible. And I shared this practice this week because I first did it about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and I redid the prompts recently. And I noticed that it helped me get a lot more self compassion and realize that the parts of me that don't believe in me are not the present day version of me speaking. They are a scared version of me, a doubtful version of me, a worried version of me that is trying really hard to protect me from the unfamiliar, protect me from things that are not safe and secure and certain. And we also talked about how this idea around inner narrative, getting to know our inner critic, and learning how to rewrite our thoughts is nervous system support work at its core. They say the subconscious brain is working 95% of the time, and our subconscious teaches us, without us knowing, that things that are familiar are good and safe. Things that are unfamiliar are bad or scary. And we are to avoid the unfamiliar, bad, scary things because if we stay in the familiar, we are safe. And that's simply not true for a lot of reasons we won't get into. But the question is, how do we get comfortable and how do we rewrite our beliefs one step at a time? Because at the end of the day, we are not our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. And we can always choose again. This is why I love my journaling practice. I sit alone here with a piece of paper and I can get really honest about what is floating around in my brain. And I'm often surprised when I have a physical pen to a physical piece of paper, what comes out of me. Because there's the limiting beliefs that I have that I hear repeating in my head. And then there's another layer, a little more depth that comes out when I'm in the flow of writing. So today I want to guide you through a little meditation visualization, help you meet your inner critic. And at the end, I have a few journaling prompts to reflect on that, take it deeper, have something for you to sit with after this practice. So, whenever you're ready, Find a comfortable position for your body. If you need a moment, pause this audio, get comfortable. Seated, lying down, seated with back support, whatever feels good right now, whatever feels supportive. Get comfy. And as you start to settle in, begin to notice your breath and deepen your breath. Deep breaths in through the nose and deep breaths out through the nose. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly as you breathe in and out. Can you notice your heart beating in your chest? And how does your body feel today? What is the state of your mind right now? What is your mood right now? And we'll take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly scan from the crown of your head down to your toes. So exhale, moving your breath down your head, your neck, your shoulders, out your arms, through your fingertips. Continuing to breathe while we move down the chest, the torso, the hips, into the thighs, the lower legs, out through the feet and toes. 2 more times. We'll do that. Deep breath in, feeling light, feeling full of air. And exhale, scan your body. Crown of your head, down your face, the back of your head, your neck, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and out your fingertips. Continuing to breathe as your breath moves down your chest, your belly, your whole spine and back, into your hips, your pelvis, your thighs, your lower legs, into your feet and out your toes. Last time, deep breath in. Filling your lungs a little bit deeper this time, seeing if you can take an extra sip in of air. Hold it at the top and begin to scan as you release your breath. Your head, your neck, your arms, your torso, your hips, down your legs, out through your feet and toes. Using that body scan to get really aware of how your body feels. To notice areas of your body you might not pay attention to most moments of the day. And with this increased awareness, I want you to imagine a network of support surrounding you in a circle. Maybe these are humans who are in your daily life, a mentor, friends, family, pets, ancestors, or loved ones that have passed. Who do you feel supported by? And imagine them standing in a circle around you, focusing all their love, all their energy, all their support onto you in this moment. And if you're having a hard time envisioning the people, the creatures, the beings, just imagine this corral, this circle around you of the energy of unconditional love and support. Feel it vibrating, beaming into you. That feeling of unconditional love. And I'll have you bring to your mind this thing that you want more than anything in the world. That thing you're a little scared to ask for, that dream, that goal, that vision. What are you working on? What are you manifesting? What are you calling into your life that probably feels a little scary, a little too big to ask for, a little unfamiliar? And as you think of that, notice your inner critic arise. Notice the self-doubt. Notice the criticism, the scoffing, the disbelief, and see if you can identify how that critic appears. Are they a person, a human, a younger version of you, a character, a symbol, or just a voice that you're aware of? Take a moment breathing here, remembering you're surrounded by a circle of unconditional love and support, and you are sitting here in the middle of that support, looking in the face of your inner critic, inviting your inner critic to sit down in front of you, face to face, lovingly observing one another, seeing this critic as separate from you. It is a part of you, but it is not you. And this doubtful part of you is also surrounded by the same love and support that you are in your circle. Telling your inner critic, I see you, I hear you, I understand you, probably better than anyone else ever could. Telling it you are valuable. But this work to question what I do with my life, what my dreams are, what my goals are, what my visions are, it is not your work. It is not your inner critic's work. Telling them now that they can rest, they can play, they can do whatever it is that they really wanted to do before they decided they had to protect you, they had to keep you safe, they had to watch out for you. And while you're looking at your inner critic here with love and compassion, knowing that they will forever be a part of you, but they are not the ones in the driver's seat. You are present day adult you. And while you can thank them for taking care of this, of you, of protecting you, of making sure everything was going to be okay when you weren't sure, it is now their turn to be taken care of, to rest, to play, to receive everything they ever needed, all the praise they ever needed. Because you, adult, present day you, are in the driver's seat now. They don't need you to warn them to be scared of something, to worry about something, to question yourself. You have made it through every single day of your life up until now, and you are well prepared to take care of everything. Your inner critic, your younger you, can rest and do what it is that they didn't feel safe to do before. They are safe now. You, adult present day you, is here to protect them, to hold space for them, to remind them each and every day how grateful you are for them, how much you love them, how much you appreciate what they did to protect you when you needed it. So, looking at your inner critic one more time, thanking them one more time, giving them a hug or sending them love in some other form before you send them on their way back to do whatever it is that they wanted to do. Take a moment to feel the difference in this state of empowered belief in yourself, the adult in the driver's seat, you. How can you feel? How can you bring yourself to feel more empowered to care for this part of you or your inner critic in your present day wisdom so that the disbelief part of you, your inner critic, your younger, scared self, your younger, less confident self, your younger, more worried self, what can you do to remind yourself to come back to the empowered you, the adult in the driver's seat? when you hear that voice of worry, of self-doubt, of criticism, of scoffing, of not believing in what you know you want to do, let that be a reminder that your inner critic is visiting you in your empowered circle of support. And all you have to do is to remind them, hey, I'm here now. I got this. You can rest. Thanks for letting me know you're here. Use this as a reminder when you feel stuck. Remind yourself, my adult present day self is not in the driver's seat. Let me remind my inner critic that we are okay. This disbelief is a program that was meant to keep you safe, to keep you small when you needed to before, when some part of you thought you needed to in order to stay safe. So, taking a deep breath in here, exhaling, and taking your time here to say goodbye to your inner critic in any other way you'd like to. Letting them be on their way, separate from you. As you come back into your body, begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, roll your wrists, roll your ankles, and begin to blink your eyes open, coming back into the room. A few more deep breaths here as you come more fully back into your body. Now, take a moment here, pause the audio, reset as long as you need, sit with that visualization as long as you want. And when you're ready, I encourage you to grab a pen and a piece of paper or your notebook and reflect on anything that stood out during that visualization. What inner critics do you experience? What do they look like? What do they feel like? What do they sound like? What did you hear? Write down who your inner critic expressed themselves as. Next, what doubts come up for you when you state your dream, your goal, your vision? What is that voice in your head? What is your inner critic saying? And next, what does your body feel when you allow those thoughts to come over you? Do you feel a pit in your stomach, a shortening of your breath, tightening of your neck, shoulders, chest, tensing of your jaw? Can you notice where and how that's happening in your body? And lastly, how do you plan to bring your present day adult self back into the driver's seat when you notice your inner critic has entered the room, has entered your space, has entered your mind? Sitting with those questions for as long as you need, maybe writing down a couple notes that you think of now, and sitting with this for the next day or two, adding whatever comes up. And that is all for this week. Thank you so much for sitting with me in this practice, for doing this very vulnerable work of looking our fear, our doubts right in the eyes for some of us, and getting really honest about where that came from, who that is, and how we take care of this part of ourselves. There's no ignoring it. It lives with us forever on. And how can we show up with compassion for this little scared, doubtful version of ourselves? I will see you next week. Bye for now. If you're enjoying these podcasts, I would love if you left a review or a comment to let me know what you think. If you want to go deeper, we have a new free online community where we connect with others around these guided meditations, breathwork practices, and journaling prompts. The group includes a community chat, weekly live video meetups, and options for bonus workshops around nervous system support, introspective journaling, and mindset exploration. You can find the link in the description below.